Hello, guys, and welcome to Cricket Caviar. Today, the series has started in the holy land of Yorkshire, where the cricketing legends are born, and it's like the Mumbai of English cricket, which has won 33 county championships. In this holy land, which was considered a fortress for England, because players like Andrew Caddick and Darren Gough used to run havoc here. On this pitch, where England, the self delusional and self destructive England, actually chose to bowl first, thinking that, oh, we have baseball, oh, yeah, we have baseball, see, we will bowl you out for 120, then we will make 500 runs. हम ये कर देंगे वो कर देंगे. कल मैंने जब प्रेडिक्ट किया था इंग्लैंड 4-1 हारेगी ये सीरीज, तो लोग मेरा मजाक उड़ा रहे थे. कुछ लोगों ने ये भी बोला कि आई एम हाई. कुछ लोग ने ये बोला कि तू क्या पागल है, ऐसा हो सकता है. एंड आई नो आई एम गेटिंग अ बिट कैरिड अवे, मे बी इट्स जस्ट अ स्टार्ट, बट मॉर्निंग शोज द डे, एंड the start has been brilliant. And as usual, the self-destructiveness and the delusion of England cricket team is back. And today they chose to bowl first on this pitch, where they thought they will blow away India for 120 all out. And then we saw a brilliant opening partnership. And Mr. Pratik Gautam here was like, अरे यार ये सब कहाँ टिक पाएंगे, 10 for 2 हो जाएगा, उसके बाद कुछ काउंटर अटैक होगा, ये होगा वो होगा. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं हुआ. 93 for 0 तक गया. फिर 93 के बाद, yes, we got a small setback, 93 for 2. And even I was thinking, like, the most non-English supporter, you can say, was even thinking that maximum 320 for 6 or 320 for 7 today at the end of the day. But I am shocked and I am happy. I am happy to see the helplessness on the face of English bowlers as they go and beg in the streets of Yorkshire today. They are begging for wickets. Please give us some wickets. But there is no wicket. There is no tooth in this attack. Ben Stokes has to bowl 12 overs. He is looking like the leader of the attack. A bowler who was not bowling more than 4 to 5 overs just 12 months back has to bend his back and has to take his team a few wickets because his frontline bowling attack is missing. And missing क्या इनमें तो मुझे नहीं लगता they have the capabilities. In fact, yes, more reinforcements will come in the series and we'll see how it goes. Of course, Jofra Archer is going to come in the second test. Atkinson may be going to come in the second test. And Mark Wood is probably going to come in the fifth test. But still, this is a decisive day for India. They have made 357 runs and they've lost 3 wickets. Tomorrow, India will look to bury England in Yorkshire and make a grave over them and say baseball died here. So that's what India will be trying to do tomorrow. They will be aiming to get a 1-0 lead, hopefully. But of course, as Karthik said, that England is yet to bat, and there could be a lot of other possibilities. We know that England has a lot of good batting talent also. We knew that they didn't have a good bowling attack, but yes, their batting attack, they can surprise India. But still, I think if India makes 600 runs, it will be very difficult for England to prize a win, even with the extreme levels of baseball played. Because then they will have to be playing for a draw or an India win. And I think if they play baseball, if after conceding 650 runs, I think it will backfire. Because we have Bumrah playing this test. He's only going to play 3 tests and he's going to make every one of those tests count. So, yes, let's take some reactions. Pratik, how is, I wanted to see your facial reaction since the morning. And now you have brushed your teeth also. So it looks you are okay now. Maybe you washed your face, washed your tears, and your delusion over England, which has come crashing down on day one itself. And today you were saying that, oh, Atkinson is going to come and Archer is going to test. Well, you were so confident that you predicted
Pratik,
4-1 for England.
you are supporting. Are you supporting England this series?
Yes, definitely. They're the
Yeah,
best.
he's a
They were the
lifelong.
best
So, see,
test
there are
side.
people who do lifelong imprisonment voluntarily.
They are the
So,
best test side.
They were before this day.
No,
Before
no.
today.
Pratik has. You have not understood the psyche of Pratik. He is believe in England supremacy. Like Hitler used to believe in Nazi supremacy. He's a baseball fanatic, and he thinks that 500 can be chased on day 5 by England on any day.
Mhm. Yeah.
So he's still holding true to his beliefs. Let us go to him for some reactions today after this battering that has happened today by Shubman Gill and Rishabh Pant and Yashasvi Jaiswal. What it actually felt like the home series was continuing. That same series where actually Shubman Gill and Yashasvi Jaiswal plundered double centuries after hundreds of. It felt like the same series was actually just continuing into the sixth test. So how are you feeling, Pratik?
Yeah, very big hammering. I feel like nervous right now just in the first 3 minutes. The way you introduced about like how what a thumping day India had. I don't know how Ethert and Nasir Hussain they were feeling in the commentary box today because this is a big hammering and the bowlers that England are playing are not bad. They are second side bowlers, yes, but they have taken wickets when they were bowling along the shadow of Broad and Anderson. Josh Tongue had a very good debut. The Bryden Cars was breathing fire in Pakistan in flat tracks. He took wickets. So I don't know what happened to this lineup today. I have never seen Vokes having such a bad day. He was absolutely like pedestrian. He was very flat today. And Vokes in England is like a spectacle to watch. It used to be, but he's struggling big time, and it shows like what can happen when you're away from the game. I think he played a last match more than 6 months ago, so it shows. But yeah, Ben Stokes, I feel bad for him. Like he had to bowl so many overs, which he usually doesn't. But I mean, if your all-rounder is the best bowler, then that's concerning. And Ben Stokes had to bowl those many overs today. But I'm still hopeful England can come up with a draw. Yeah, I know India cannot lose this match now, the position they are in. But England can still fight for a draw here. That's what I'm hoping.
Karthik, your reactions on this?
Yeah, no. I'm more neutral here. The pitch was absolutely flat. Although I'm an India supporter, I'm also I just want to analyze the game as I see it. I don't really get into supporting while I'm watching or after I watch. So I think the reality is, Shikhar, I know this will dampen your spirits, but remember the first test of the series in England's tour to India. I think not the last tour, the tour before that, right?
Yeah. Joe Root and Dom
Chennai,
Sibley. Yeah.
exactly. So India lost that match with a hammering. Then we didn't lose a match thereafter in the series. We won 4-1, if I'm not wrong,
Hmm. Hmm.
right? So it's way too early. We smashed Australia at Perth
Hmm.
and we lost
But that's Australia.
badly.
Hmm.
That's okay. We smashed them. The
In
Hmm.
same
2021,
Australia
we
we also
smashed South
smashed at
Africa in the
Perth.
first test and we lost the next two. Yeah, many examples.
Same same Australia we smashed at Perth also, right? So we
Yeah,
didn't smash a different Australia at Perth and lose to a different Australia later.
yeah,
So
Adelaide.
uh, I see these things happen. The actually Headingley you're supposed to bowl first because every passing day kind of the average per wicket keeps increasing. So I'm not surprised that England chose to bowl first. It was a good toss to, I mean, it wasn't a wrong decision, but it was probably a good toss to lose, as many
Yeah,
alluded to, because I think the I think this is what happened. This is just my theory. They wanted to leave a lot of moisture on day one because they had like 3-4 days of heat wave predicted in Headingley. But
mm,
today morning, the forecast changed to thunderstorms tomorrow and day after.
Hmm.
So the groundsman was a little worried that if he left so much grass on the wicket and left so much moisture, and then if you have rain tomorrow, this test match could be over in 2.5 days, right? So I think that's perhaps why, I don't know, it's just my theory. It could go horribly wrong. It's a complete theory. he shaved off a lot of grass. So the wicket was good to bat on, pretty much.
Mm.
Yes, there will be swing. I think one thing I loved about this innings, I mean, I love Virat Kohli a lot, but I'm glad that we are having more classical batsmanship in the form of, I don't know, Jaiswal, Rahul, Sai Sudarshan. Even Gill today looked very good when the ball was doing a little bit. Uh, I was surprised, but I think he surprised everyone
Except the
today.
running calls. Those were some of the dangerous calls that he made today while running between the wickets.
Yeah, that I mean with Jaiswal and Gill, that always happens. I think it's not the
And
first
again,
time.
like shame on England, like because they could have got him run out at least today, but they couldn't.
You and
आकाश
your
भाई से
England
पूछते
hope.
हैं. आकाश भाई क्या बोल रहे हो आज के मैच के बारे में? You're on mute.
He changed his sleeping
म्यूट में
cycle.
था. हाँ. अरे मेरे को जो ये लगा कि यार शुरू के स्टार्टिंग के कुछ टाइम ना मतलब बहुत अच्छा मूवमेंट भी मिल रहा था इंग्लैंड प्लेयर्स को एंड कुडोज टू बोथ जायसवाल एंड राहुल फॉर प्लेइंग दैट फर्स्ट सेशन बट आई थिंक यार जिस टाइम पे राहुल आउट हुआ उस टाइम पे उसको नहीं आउट होना चाहिए था बट ही डिड ए वेरी गुड थिंग अबाउट प्लेइंग द फर्स्ट सेशन वेरी वेल तो जो हमको अपर एज दे दिया उसके बाद क्योंकि उसके बाद पिच ना काफी थोड़ा फ्लैटिश हो गया था नॉट टोटली फ्लैट बट जो मॉर्निंग सेशन में जो मूवमेंट मिला था ना वो नहीं मिल रहा था धीरे धीरे तो आई थिंक उसके बाद बैटिंग इजियर होती चली गई एंड
Mm.
kudos to Gill and Jaiswal to take the match further good and like only 3 wickets in the first day and with more than 350 runs on the board यार ये बहुत अच्छा स्टार्ट है इस इंग्लैंड सीरीज के लिए बहुत अच्छा स्टार्ट है आई वुड नॉट हैव एक्सपेक्टेड दिस लाइक मैं एटलीस्ट 5 विकेट्स इन द फर्स्ट डे एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा था बट जस्ट 3 विकेट आई थिंक 5 विकेट जाता भी आई थिंक इंग्लैंड ने भी कुछ किया है मतलब दे डिड नॉट पिक अप द चांसेस कुछ रन आउट्स एंड ऑल बट या सो इट वाज रियली गुड एंड
Yeah,
एक
any team.
जायसवाल ना very early जायसवाल was LBW in one ball which was a no ball
Oh,
very early in the innings it
No,
was
it was
very
not very early. It was after he scored his 50.
oh.
Yeah,
ना
yeah.
बहुत जल्दी नहीं था 50 के बाद था वो
So they didn't
बट
review?
टी पे लगा था उसके
It was a no ball.
इंग्लैंड didn't review because they
Ah,
thought it didn't hit his shoe, it hit his
but it
bat
was a no
लगा
ball
उनको.
It was a no ball
It
no
was
ball,
a
anyway.
no
no
ball.
ball
It was a no
anyway,
ball
so
anyway. Yeah.
it won't have counted.
And I
हाँ
think
मैंने
Gill
वो
was
टेक्स्ट भी किया था.
LBW on 93 when Shoaib he swept Shoaib Bashir, but Ben Stoke.
नहीं, that was way outside. That was way outside the off stump impact band.
But
There was no way
we
that
are
was out.
saying it
See,
was way outside the off stump, but Ben Stokes was showing bat that it has hit bat, but it was nowhere near the bat.
That's
hmm.
okay, but the ball anyway
Uh,
was way
but
outside the off stump. They
that
But
just
didn't
still,
even
shows.
Ben Stokes'
consider a
captaincy
proper
तो अच्छा
appeal.
था. Even though their bowlers were not doing anything, he was still, telling them,
See,
okay, good ball,
okay.
come
Ben
on. He's a
Stokes
good
has only
captain.
two tricks in up his shoulder. We are already seen that in the Zimbabwe test. If the ball is pitched full and it's swinging, he will ask the bowlers to
He's threatening.
pitch the ball full. The second is the rib cage attack, which he tried towards Gill today. Gill and also Jaiswal.
yes sir
They both played it very well. Actually, they kudos to them. They actually
I mean,
managed it.
why wouldn't they? They play star bowlers all the time, and none of their bowlers are close to 150. So
Yeah.
rib cage
So
attack is
But
good
and
with
in
Jaiswal
fact,
to make
express
Gill
pace.
is very good player of that half
Pull
bunt
shot,
pull
the
shot.
controlled pull shot.
Controlled
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
shot. He's a very good because he has a high back lift, so he can bring the
No, even
bat
some
down.
of the drives straight down the ground were beautiful, mid on, mid off, like
And
Gill, and with that showing that MRF
and
maker's
and
name,
I'll
like
tell you
beautiful.
what is the problem with England team because the bowlers didn't hit the stumps today enough because it was clearly even Nasir Hussain was just saying it they didn't hit the
He was
stumps
saying
enough.
that even they were bowling on the leg side, not on the off stump.
They
Yeah.
and they gave loose balls every 1 over. Even Ben Stokes when he was bowling the spell of this day, he literally bowled the spell of this day when he got Jaiswal out and there were chances that he could get another wicket. He would give that odd loose delivery to Gill and he would just get off strike. And too many times I just saw when the pressure was building and that run out pressure was getting created because of that pressure of uh, scores not getting
Staying busy.
built.
Yeah, yeah.
They actually bowled a loose ball to allow Indian batsmen free. So that pressure was never built up. And probably this bowling attack did not have the skill sets or the capabilities to execute the plan, or maybe they did not have a plan at all for any batsman, because I didn't see any in-swinger to Gill, even when the ball was swinging at times. And there was, at one point, there was reverse swing, and me and Karthik were discussing at that time. Pant informed Gill कि ball बन गया है और अब reverse होगा, इन्होंने ball बना दिया है. And that time there was so much swing on offer. I was seeing even Vokes was swinging it wildly. There was one ball that Rishabh Pant left, it just came searing in towards the off stump. But on the other hand, Shoaib Bashir just kept on bowling. They did not even put up a fast bowler to utilize that swing. Shoaib Bashir just kept on bowling, and maybe Ben Stokes was thinking that okay, Rishabh Pant will have a brain fade and just have that stupid moment
That is
again.
probably the reason.
But it didn't happen.
No,
I
no,
mean,
I
Rishabh.
think,
He bowled
see,
too many
I
overs in the
made,
last session.
I made one observation today. England tried a little bit to attack Gill stumps, but there were two major problems. One, their bowling attack with Josh Tongue. Bryden Cars was actually surprisingly better, I think, today. I didn't expect him to be decent.
No,
But
we expect.
Josh Tongue is not a test quality bowler to me. I've seen him even in the
Oh my God,
practice match.
pathetic.
He's not a test quality bowler to me.
15 overs, 5
And
runs and over.
that leaves them outside of Stokes, that only leaves them with two reasonable fast bowlers. So
Mm.
and Bryden Cars doesn't have the in-swinger. Okay, so only Stokes and Vokes have the in-swinger. They tried to bowl it to Gill, but one thing that I'm not sure, on a more seeming quicker track with overcast conditions, I don't know if Gill will be able to maintain this technique, but he's certainly working on that incoming ball. You can see that he's sort
No,
of
Karthik,
trying to get his
if
front
he's
foot
walking in at
across.
26th over, 30th over, he might be able to then. Like, the problem will happen when he has to walk in before 15th over, the
No,
first
no.
hour.
I mean, I agree. I'm just saying, पहले तो वो अपने technique पे he's realized and he's trying to work. I
That
still
is,
don't know
yeah,
if it's, still don't know if it
fixed.
is going to
Mm.
work. It's fixed
Mm.
because only more test matches will tell us. But
Yes.
today, at least he covered the in-swinger really well in most cases. I didn't see him really troubled. In fact, apart from those two balls with the second new ball, where I think again Cars bowled a couple that beat the outside edge very closely towards the end of the day, where also he kept the line of the bat really well. So I think Gill is determined. I'm not sure if his technique can be sorted so quickly and he can make a lot of runs in this series, but at least he's working on it. He understands his problems and he's working on his game. So that is the positive
Yeah.
for me, I think,
I
from
have,
this innings.
I
yeah,
felt
one
that
point
Scoring
to follow from
runs,
Akash.
see,
I felt that the Vokes actually tried to trouble Gill more on the outside edge than the inside edge. I saw some of the balls that were, yes, they hit the inside edge of Gill's bat and went to square leg or fine leg. But I think he tried to get him out more on that outswinger, which he tried more than probably the in swinger he should have tried. In the end also,
the
like you said,
other
Bryden Cars was trying to get him out on the outswinger also. So I think the plan was a bit
कार्स के पास
flawed.
इनकमिंग बॉल नहीं है यार. कार्स के पास इनकमिंग बॉल नहीं है. That's the other challenge. But when you see the other big thing revelation is the way we are playing cover drives. It's not that Virat Kohli cover drive where Salah I will reach out in front of my body and I will play.
Mm.
In fact, Yashasvi Jaiswal, huge praise. Normally he plays so much on the up once he gets set. In
Yeah.
England with the ball swinging, that is your death trap. You will get out.
Yes.
But he just put out the cover drive. He only played cover drives. He played off drives through mid off.
He
He
played
played
square
straight.
drives. He played
But
square
Square drive,
drives.
the
ah,
cut shot, the
नहीं
cut
मैं
shot.
बोल रहा हूँ he played straight
Beautifully.
in the first session.
Hmm.
And then if it was very full, then he played the square drive. Okay?
Yeah,
He
actually in
didn't play this
England they
on
say
the up. In fact,
in
the first ball that he tried to play on the up, he was bowled. In fact, that was a
That was
poor
a
shot.
beauty though.
Again,
That
he
ball was very good.
भाई ब्यूटी नहीं. आई मीन इन माय ओपिनियन उस बॉल पे ड्राइव लगता ही नहीं था. ये बंदा ऑलरेडी सेट था, 100 पे था. ही वांटेड टू हिट वन ऑन द राइज
Yeah.
and वो अच्छा बॉल
See,
भी
but with
I think
निकाला तो
Yashasvi, there
poor
was
temperament.
always question about the patience factor, and he did show a lot of patience today,
exactly. He
definitely.
showed a lot of patience. He made 100. He made
But
15
I am
96
still a
balls.
bit not happy with his dismissal because I expect bigger things from him. I mean, if a person who is scoring 30s and 40s makes that kind of 100, I'll be happy. But not Yashasvi Jaiswal. I'm expecting bigger things from
But
him.
KL did a good job as an opener because he didn't
I
get
did
stuck
did
like
I did
Pujara
I
or
say
Labuschagne.
anything about Kale right now? I
No,
said
no. I'm just saying that I liked his batting because he did not play like Pujara or Labuschagne. He tried to score some runs as well.
The
So
only
90
problem
is a
is, I
good
think,
score at lunch. If you could just talk about the first session runs, I think that was also good, 90.
no, I think with KL, the major problem that I've noticed is, I think he has become such a solid defensive player that the attacking shots don't come to him naturally anymore. And he's
None of the
having to
attacking shot comes
manufacture
to Pant.
aggressive shots.
Everything is a miscue. What about that?
तो पंत इज अ नेचुरल क्रिकेटर प्रतीक. पंत का कोई ऐसा टेक्निक नहीं है जो तुम बोल सकते हो कि भाई वो कुछ कवर ड्राइव खेला है या कुछ ऐसा खेला है. पंत एक
He's
नेचुरल
slog.
क्रिकेटर है. ही इज अ बिट लाइक
Yeah.
स्टीव स्मिथ. स्टीव स्मिथ का कौन सा मतलब वेरी एस्थेटिक इनिंग्स तुम्हें देखने को मिलेगा. बट
नहीं
वो
नहीं
स्क्वाट
स्मिथ
करेगा, वो सिंगल लेगा, डबल लेगा, वो एक हाफ
नहीं
वॉली
बट
को
ऑफ ड्राइव
ब्रेक
अच्छा
करके
मारता है
मारेगा.
स्टीव स्मिथ ऐसा नहीं
वो
है इज
ऑन दी
लाइक
अप
इज
ड्राइव
नॉट
कभी
दैट
नहीं
अगली.
मारे.
अच्छा.
भाई वो हाफ वॉली डालने तक वो मारता नहीं है. जब तू डालेगा तब वो मारेगा. वो हाफ वॉली को ही मारता है वो, और कुछ नहीं मारता. सी सिमिलर टू पुजारा. पुजारा भी सबको थका थका के हाफ हाफ वॉली पे ड्राइव मारता है. तो माई so these two observations, I think, kudos to Jaiswal. I think I didn't expect him to be patient. I thought after he got set, he would try to attack and get out, and then he would learn with time. That was my expectation. But very first
Yeah.
innings, he showed that patience, which is great.
Yeah, and he
I
has
have
done
one
this,
question.
He's working on his game, which has shown.
and he
Why don't we
certainly looks
remember
like
any other
the.
day?
Yeah,
Huh?
just before I
No,
think
I'm
he
just
looks like the first test player. Like on in Perth also he scored a brilliant 166, and that was his first innings in Australia, and this is his first innings in England. No, that was actually the second
No,
innings.
second innings in Australia.
Second innings. But still, I
but in
mean,
the
he looks like the first test player that India always were known for these slow starts in away series. That first test they would normally lose just like that, and then they'll have to play catch up. But with Jaiswal, I think he's having the temperament to play that first test very
and
well.
that is my exact question. Why are we not able to
Okay,
remember
guys, looking ahead.
any
No,
day?
let's look ahead a little bit.
No, no, just
ऐसे
How
one
does
question.
India?
Why can't we
Yeah, yeah.
remember
No, one
any
question
day
from Pratik.
where
Yeah.
why can't we remember any day where India scored 300 plus runs away? Why can't we remember any day? Because every time the nations were giving us some like swing and seaming conditions.
No,
Do
there
you
are
know it
many
was?
days. Yeah, there are
But yeah,
many
do you
days.
remember the last one when we scored 300 plus on an away tour?
I think England में मारा है. I mean ऑस्ट्रेलिया में
England.
It,
मारा है हमने.
no, no, it was way back in 2017, and that too in Sri Lanka, not Sena country. We scored 399 in Galley thanks to 100 from Pujara and Dhawan on day one. It's been 8 years though when we scored 300 on the first day. So just think about it.
मतलब फर्स्ट डे की बैटिंग हर सीरीज में नहीं मिलता है ना यार. हम बॉलिंग भी तो कर रहे हैं फर्स्ट डे.
But still, there
तुम
would have been at
फर्स्ट
least
डे
more than
बोलोगे
10
तो भाई
sample
फिर
points.
फर्स्ट डे टॉस
Yeah,
भी तो
but
10
still,
जीतना
sample
पड़ेगा.
points.
it's a
बैटिंग
good
भी तो
stat.
करनी पड़ेगी.
It's a good
Yeah.
stat, Pratik. We'll give you that great stat that you have brought us. But what do you see tomorrow? How do you see? What are the possibilities? The
So
pitch has.
my
Yeah, I also
question
want
to
to know
you
if this
guys.
pitch will break. And also, India made a
Oh
very
no,
defensive
it
selection with
won't break.
Jadeja. That might hurt
The
us.
pitch won't break. The pitch
Hmm,
won't break. It is a well-known fact in Headingley.
hmm.
That's why my next question is, how are we going to take 20 wickets on this pitch? How is India going to take 20 wickets?
No, we will struggle
And
because we picked Jadeja for extra batting security. We will struggle. 43 average. His average is 43 in England. His
Actually, I
strike is of
thought
96.
Jadeja was the wrong selection, but now seeing a pitch will at least deteriorate to
why
some
you
extent. I
need
think.
somebody for over rates? Number one, you need somebody for over rates. Number two,
Hmm,
you need somebody who's playing Shoaib Bashir's role. Shoaib Bashir was the least economical bowler today, other than
hmm,
Stokes, I think. Okay.
yeah.
So you need somebody who can tie one end up so that आपका बुमराह, आपका प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा fresh रहे, try to take wickets. So स्पिनर तो एक होना ही
No,
चाहिए.
I think
एंड
now
आवर
his
लाइनअप
role is
जडेजा इज
even
ओनली.
bigger with India looking to bowl in the fourth innings or the third innings, depending if it's a follow-on or something. So if India bowls in that last innings, definitely we need a spinner. And this pitch, I was expecting to be the pitch of 2000, early 2000s Adelaide the Headingley pitch, which is very seeming friendly. And Australia actually won an Ashes test here in 2009 without playing a spinner. So I was expecting that kind of pitch, but it's not that kind of pitch. So now I think Jadeja's services are needed in this test. I think they made a decent selection. No major complaints with the selection. Personally, I would have liked to see Arshdeep because I really like a left arm pacer in the attack. I would have just loved. I just love that left arm pacer in any attack in the world. I really feel that that's a very big differentiator in World Cups, especially like you see the Mitchell Stark's contribution or Trent Bolt uh, in 2019. It's a big differentiator, but even in Test cricket, it's a big differentiator. So I would have loved to see Arshdeep bowling, but unfortunately now we'll have to contend with. So I'll give a lot of responsibility to Bumrah to take these 20 wickets because I think he's rested well now and he got an extra 2 days of rest now because I think India will be batting almost two sessions tomorrow also. I think Karun Nair will also get a decent bat. And so I am just banking on Bumrah to finish this match. And of course, a little bit of support will help. Shardul Thakur, he can be a partnership breaker. But yes,
No,
this pitch looks very
It will be
flat now.
difficult
And I
for our
hope
bowlers also.
Rashid will be
thunderstorms,
handling
those
this game.
thunderstorms, please come, make it an overcast condition, do something, make the grass grow or something because
yeah,
we
I
really
mean,
need
if
it.
it is overcast tomorrow, then it will
Hmm.
be the worst toss decision.
Hmm.
No, but that's a little bit difficult to guess, right? I mean,
Hmm.
पता नहीं, ये इंग्लैंड में कुछ भी हो सकता है. In
Hmm.
fact, what I love about this series is we have such a young batting lineup that is just going to learn with every passing day. I
Hmm.
mean, ये जो अभी जो fresh lineup है, bowlers भी, I don't think Prasidh Krishna has played in England
No, no, no.
before.
He is not.
So, and Arshdeep has also not played a test match. So,
Hmm.
Akashdeep is playing again
Hmm.
फर्स्ट टाइम इन इंग्लैंड. सो जब भी उनको मौका मिलेगा, आई थिंक बहुत सारे प्लेयर्स फर्स्ट टाइम खेल रहे हैं.
Hmm.
सो आई एम जस्ट, आई मीन, Shubman Gill also, who's played before in England, but this is only his
Hmm.
third test match. I mean, he just played
Yeah.
the two WTC before this. So
Yeah, he played two
not
WTCs.
many of them have played in
Hmm.
England, right? So I
And
just love
Shubman
the
Gill,
fact
I
that
think
he will be
now,
learning.
now what I will request one thing is ki KL Rahul or Shubman Gill. Now they should be fixed at these positions, which is top of the order and number 4. Please don't change any further positions. अभी शुभमन गिल अगर
Yeah,
बोलेगा कि मैं नंबर
absolutely.
5 पे जाके बैट करूंगा तो नहीं भाई, भाई हो गया, बहुत हो गया. अब तू सेंचुरी भी मार लिया इंग्लैंड में नंबर 4 पे, भाई अब नंबर 4 पे ही रह जा और मूव करने का जरूरत नहीं है भाई. एक एक पोजीशन मूव धीरे धीरे होके पता चला नंबर 6 पे ही पहुंच गया है. फिर फिर वो भी केएल राहुल की तरह बोलेगा मैं
नहीं नहीं,
योगा करता हूँ, इतना
अगर
फ्लेक्सिबल
उतना
हूँ.
दूर पहुंचेगा तो टीम के बाहर पहुंच जाएगा. वो छोड़ दो, वैसा
हाँ.
नहीं नहीं
बट
होगा.
कल
बट
इंडिया के लिए भी टफ डे हो
एनीवे
सकता है
आई
बिकॉज
थिंक
जो रूट है अभी उनके लाइनअप में एंड इफ
कल
बुमराह
नहीं टफ
डजंट
डे
टेक 10
होगा,
विकेट्स इन
परसों
दिस
टफ डे
मैच आई
होगा.
डोंट थिंक वी कैन विन.
नहीं नहीं, कल टफ डे नहीं होगा, परसों टफ डे होगा.
हाँ,
ठीक
कल
है.
तो खैर दो
कल
सेशंस खेलेगी इंडिया.
इंग्लैंड को फिर से भागना पड़ेगा मेरे भाई. 7 विकेट है और मुझे नहीं लगता हम लोग डिक्लेयर करने वाले हैं. आई थिंक 600 650. आई थिंक विल ट्राई टू मेक 250 रन मिनिमम टुमारो.
डिक्लेयर करना भी नहीं चाहिए, बैसबॉल क्रिकेट है यार. वी शुड नॉट टेक एनी
या
चांसेस.
एटलीस्ट
सो
हाफ सेशन मिलेगा इंग्लैंड को तो डकेट का 100 देखने मिल जाएगा.
यू
हो
एंड योर
सकता है. आई
डेल्यूजनल कैप्टन मिस्टर बेन स्टोक्स. तुम लोग का अलग ही डेल्यूजन चल रहा है भाई. पता नहीं क्या दिख गया ये इस इंग्लैंड टीम में भाई, तेरा और वो देवांशु का. पता नहीं कौन से इंग्लैंड फैंस हैं ये लोग, कहाँ से आए हैं. तुम लोग का अलग ही चल रहा है. हाफ सेशन मिल
अरे
गया तो
बट
मैं
एक बात
भी.
बताओ यार. नहीं बट,
हम्म.
अरे एक बात बताओ. हेडिंगली इज प्रॉब्ली द मोस्ट सीमर फ्रेंडली पिच इन
राइट.
इंग्लैंड along with Old Trafford.
Along with Lords maybe.
Is it
Along
not?
with Lords.
Right?
Hmm.
लॉर्ड्स ज्यादा नहीं है यार. अभी तो WTC हुआ है, फ्लैट पिच था साला. फ्लैट नहीं, मतलब वेदर की
हाँ.
वजह से कुछ हो
नहीं,
गया, बट पिच तो स्लो ही
लॉर्ड्स
था
में
ना.
इंडिया, मतलब लॉर्ड्स में मैग्रा यूज्ड टू बोल वेल एंड देन 107 ऑल आउट भी हुआ था इंडिया लास्ट टाइम लॉर्ड्स में. क्रिस
वो
वोक्स
तो
बोल्ड
स्लो
रियली
पोक
वेल.
हो गया था.
हाँ
हाँ बट
नहीं नहीं, वो
अभी मुझे
स्लोप का
बताओ,
इफेक्ट थोड़ा
इसके
रहता है
बाद
लॉर्ड्स
ओल्ड
में
ट्रैफर्ड
वो।
खेल रहे हैं हम लोग।
हाँ ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड में है ना, ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड में।
हाँ
इस
वही।
बार साउथहैम्पटन नहीं है, साउथहैम्पटन नहीं है इस बार, जहाँ पे मोइन अली ने 5 पर लिया था। तो मोइन अली
साउथहैम्पटन तो पूरा स्पिनर्स पिच है।
हाँ वो साउथहैम्पटन नहीं है इस बार।
नॉटिंघम भी नहीं है।
नॉटिंघम भी नहीं है हाँ।
ट्रेंट पिच भी
ब-
नहीं है। तो
नहीं
क्या क्या है, ओवल है, ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड है,
नहीं, नेक्स्ट इज बर्मिंगहम, नेक्स्ट इज एजगाबेस्टन बर्मिंगहम। उसकी
एजबैस्टन, ओके। दैट इज अ स्लो पिच, दैट्स अ गुड बैटिंग विकेट।
दैट्स अ गुड बैटिंग पिच। हाँ वहां पे इंडिया हैज नेवर वन, सो आई वाज एक्चुअली सरप्राइज्ड आज न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ रहा था कि एजगाबेस्टन में इंडिया कभी नहीं जीता है। सो इट विल बी अ
ड्रॉ
न्यू।
हुआ है लेकिन एक टेस्ट,
हाँ ड्रॉ हुआ है।
एक टेस्ट ड्रॉ हुआ था
और
20
आई
20।
थिंक थर्ड वाला लॉर्ड्स में है, फोर्थ वाला मैनचेस्टर में है, फिफ्थ वाला ओवल में है। ये शेड्यूल है। तो
ओवल इज ऑल्सो अ गुड बैटिंग पिच।
ओवल में तो टर्न दो स्पिनर्स खेलेंगे ओवल में। तो कुलदीप यादव भी खेलेगा। और बाय द वे कुलदीप यादव सिलेक्शन उसका भी एक चलता रहता है इन एंड आउट ऑफ द टीम।
नहीं नहीं
आकाश भाई
होगा
क्या
भाई,
बोलना चाहोगे
क्या
कुलदीप
इंग्लैंड में
यादव?
तुम कुलदीप यार।
यार
क्या?
कुलदीप
वी
का
नीड
सिंपल है।
कंट्रोल यार, स्पिनर कुछ
इस
नहीं
टीम में
करेगा
ना
इंग्लैंड।
तभी आएगा जब तुम दो स्पिनर खिला रहे होगे।
हम्म
लाइक इफ यू आर गोइंग विद वन स्पिनर ऑलवेज गोइंग टू बी जडेजा, और हो
अरे
सकता है
इंग्लैंड इज
अगर
नॉट गोइंग टू प्रिपेयर अ पिच दैट विल नीड टू स्पिनर्स यार। उनके पास मुश्किल से एक स्पिनर है।
बट
अभी
एक्चुअली
जैक
वो
लीच
लोग
बेचारा इंजरी हो।
साउथहैम्पटन में हमेशा जीतते थे विद मोइन अली आउट परफॉर्मिंग रवि अश्विन। दे यूज्ड टू एक्चुअली, और
या
जडेजा दे यूज्ड टू विन एक्चुअली। बट इस बार नहीं कर रहे हैं क्योंकि उनको भी शोएब बशीर पे उतना मे भी कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं है। तो आई डोंट नो
शोएब
मतलब।
बशीर बहुत ऑर्डिनरी लगा यार एज ए बॉलर, एज ए
ओके गाइस,
हम्म
नहीं ठीक ठाक बॉलर है, इज अ डिसेंट बॉलर। आई थिंक उसके पास काफी कलेजा भी है, वो ट्राई करता है आउट करने के लिए। देखेंगे अभी। फर्स्ट डे पिच पे
नहीं
कोई कुछ कर नहीं सकता है, उसने भी 3 रन पर ओवर बॉलिंग किया है।
शोएब बशीर का देख टर्न एंड बाउंस तो है उसके पास जो स्पिनर को चाहिए, ठीक है, क्योंकि उसका हाइट है तो उसको बाउंस मिल जाता है। थोड़ा रिस्की होता है शॉट मारना। बट ऋषभ पंत स्टिल डिड गो फॉर वन, ही मिसक्यूड वन शॉट आल्सो, which was very interesting moment. But it will be interesting. I am looking forward to that Shoaib Bashir and Jaiswal and Pant both against both the lefties कैसा bowling करते हैं। वो बहुत की होने वाला है इस सीरीज में, बिकॉज जायसवाल एब्सोल्युटली
ऑल राइट।
स्मैश्ड द लिविंग डेलाइट्स आउट ऑफ जो रूट एंड इवन बशीर टू सम एक्सटेंट व्हेन दे हैड द होम सीरीज। तो
बट टुडे जायसवाल एंड गिल टोर वोक्स अपार्टमेंट। दोनों ने
ओ
बहुत मारा है
रियली,
वोक्स को।
वोक्स तो सेंचुरी मारने जा रहे हैं अभी, 95 रन कुछ कंसीडर कर दिया है उसने पूरे दिन में। उसका अलग ही
एंड
सेंचुरी
ही
बनने
इज
वाला है।
अंडर कुक्ड। 35 साल है और अंडर कुक्ड है वो। 122 123 डाल रहा था साला न्यू बॉल के साथ।
आई थिंक उसका इफेक्टिवनेस थोड़ा रिड्यूस हो गया है स्टुअर्ट ब्रॉड और जिमी एंडरसन के रिटायर उनके साथ। वो जब बॉलिंग
हाँ
करता था ना, इट यूज टू लुक, ही यूज टू बी द फर्स्ट चेंज बॉलर, नाउ ही इज द स्ट्राइक बॉलर। आई थिंक वो बहुत बड़ा डिफरेंस हो गया। बॉलिंग दैट फर्स्ट चेंज विद स्टुअर्ट ब्रॉड, with that huge in swingers of Stuart Broad and beautiful out swingers of Jimmy Anderson, he used to be that wild card who can मतलब कि move with the seam. और एक और चीज आज commentators बोल रहे थे, there was not much seam movement, so there was a lot of swing but there was not much seam movement which actually makes a lot of wickets in England. But that also didn't happen. Let's see, let's hope that India is able to take 20 wickets in this. First we need to bat big and score probably 650. I will not be happy with anything less than 650. 300 runs more.
टीम
Tomorrow they should
मूवमेंट
pick up the
नहीं है,
pace.
इसका
नहीं,
मतलब है
दैट्स
कि
टू फार यार। आई डोंट थिंक उतना हंगर रहेगा कि हम लोग 650 मारे। हम लोग क्या करेंगे ना, एक फर्स्ट सेशन खेल लेंगे, फिर उसके बाद 2 3 विकेट गिर जाएंगे। मुझे
Hmm.
लगता है 500 ये थोड़ा ऊपर हम लोग ऑल आउट हो जाएंगे, 550 के आसपास। ऐसा
But
लग रहा है मुझे।
I really want Karun Nair to dig in. मतलब I really want him to dig in and play a long knock. I don't want him to play a flashy knock
बट
with
वो
that.
टीम सिचुएशन के हिसाब से ना, करुण नायर के
Hmm.
पास उतना टाइम नहीं रहेगा।
Hmm.
थोड़ा सा खेलना पड़ेगा।
But tomorrow they
देखते हैं।
should play all attacking cricket. More attacking cricket is needed after first hour maybe. Just look at that first hour and then go all out attack tomorrow.
हम्म,
ठीक
चलो
है, let's meet
ऑलराइट।
again tomorrow guys. Thank you so much for joining Akash, Karthik, Prateek who has already left. But thank you to him for
बाय
being
बाय।
brave and facing up on this worst of a nightmare that England had. Thank you, and guys please do subscribe our channel Cricket Caviar.